Hey guys, how's it going? So I've been getting a lot of requests to do an updated video on what I think of my iPhone 7 Plus. If you guys are new and have no idea, I ended up getting the jet black one. I have a bunch of videos where I talked about the issues and everything that I had with actually getting it, but it's here. It's in my hands. I also got a lot of really great comments on the fake unboxing that I did, which was technically a better unboxing than the actual unboxing once I got the phone, but that's a whole nother story. So really just to dive right in, I want to talk about some of the problems that people have been having with it. Some of them are kind of crazy, like the whole hiss gate, and I haven't seen any Ben gates yet, but that was previously, back in the day, the whole Ben gate situation. There was also the buzz gate. People had tons of reports of their phones hissing and buzzing and making all kinds of crazy noises. I did in fact run into the hiss and buzz gate combination while doing some phone calls. I really do not make many phone calls at all, so the few that I had been on that were longer than a half an hour, my phone started getting a little bit warm, and it started making like a lot of like weird noises in my ear, and I'm not sure if those were kind of transferred over to the people on the other end. I have no idea. But for the most part, it's been working really well, and something that I'm pretty impressed with is the dual camera situation that we've got going on here. When you're taking a photo, you don't really realize when you're switching between one camera to the other. It's just pretty seamless. It just freaking works. The photos look pretty great. I sometimes forget that I have this 2x zoom that I can use now. I'm pretty used to the old phone where you don't really like to zoom too much because sometimes things will get pixelated, but with the 2x zoom, it really does make a huge difference when you actually do remember to use it. So I thought I'd look up to see what problems other people were having with their phones, and this is kind of interesting because it's not really necessarily a problem, but I have run into a few issues where I try to hit the home button, like with a towel or something when I'm cooking. So if I'm pushing this button without actually touching it with my skin, it does not work. Push the button. Oh, my mom. Hi, mommy. So if you haven't really tried the new home button, it is a very weird sensation because this doesn't do anything. This, it gives you the feedback that you're actually pressing a button, but you're really not. It's strange. It's weird. iPhone 7 can produce a hissing sound. I'm not really sure how many people have really run into this issue. I think sometimes people make more issues out of something that's really not an issue, but hey, I don't know. It could be a huge thing. Have you guys run into this? I'm not even sure if what was happening to my phone would be considered the hiss gate or if it was something completely different. This I also haven't encountered. The iPhone 7 can lose service after you put it in airplane mode. When they first launched the iOS 10 update, I know T-Mobile users were having a lot of issues, so they advised not to update until the next update, but I think that's all pretty much well and fixed at this point. iPhone 7 camera lenses scratch too easily. Well, I don't think mine has any scratches yet. I've probably dropped it a total of 4 times in the past week, 2 weeks. When did I even get this phone? Let's take a peek. A week ago. Oh my goodness, I've only had it for a week. So in a week, I've dropped it 4 times. Okay. I do have a case on it. I went with the white silicone case. Before I had the white-faced phones, so you would always have sort of this white outline and then this screen would be black, and it kind of bothered me. But I'm pretty happy about everything that's going on here. So, a week with my phone. This is wild. The remote on Apple's new Lightning EarPods can sporadically stop working, so I haven't really used the Apple EarPods that much because they don't really work for my ears. I don't know if I have a strange ear type, but no matter what, they just really do not work. What is happening? What is that? What? There's been a few times that I've run into the pass the aux situation where it gets a little bit awkward because I forget that aux cable will no longer work with my iPhone 7. What? Oh God! And it's kind of strange because it really is. I mean, I don't even like to say it's like a lifestyle change, but it technically sort of is, because the headphones that you had before you no longer can use. And I finally just traveled this past week to New York, and usually when I travel, I have a very set kind of strict schedule of how I pack things and what I do and where things go. So the fact that I had this little dongle, where are you? I don't even know where it is. I lost this dongle so many times, but my friend Ed and I had a really great time of putting the dongle places that it shouldn't be, like underneath your Starbucks cup. So it looks like the Starbucks cup has a lightning cable to aux dongle. It's a lot funnier in person, I guess. Maybe I'll try to get you guys a little example so you know what I mean. mean. It's funny, I promise. Yeah. One of the real issues that I sort of ran into was the dongle not really working in my car. After I posted about this, somebody said it's because it's also sending a current to charge your phone and it might have got confused. That's why I was getting this weird feedback, but my car does not play audio through my phone. I can take calls and do things like that, but it doesn't play music through Bluetooth. So really there hasn't been too much that has been that alarming for me. It's always interesting to hear the Android complaints. I mean, I'm not opposed to Samsung or Android or anything. I've used Android. I have an S7. I had an S5. I had something, I've had like several phones before that. I'm not anti any of this stuff. It's just, I use a Samsung phone and it doesn't feel nice. The apps feel clunky. There's all kinds of things just going on. The S7 kept crashing so many times and it got so hot in my hand that I actually couldn't even hold it anymore. I basically got the S7 so that I could do some live streaming of Pokemon Go when I'm playing it, but then I decided that was a really bad idea because live streaming my exact location while walking around in strange cities, that's a really bad idea. A really bad idea. I had tested it out doing some sort of unlisted streams just to see what it was like. It was pretty cool, but I think my phone almost exploded, although some of the Samsung phones are exploding. You guys can rage all the wars you want. iOS, it's just better. Also, I feel like a lot of people too always have Android phones, so it doesn't feel awkward to you, but then you switch to I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking because either way, you guys are gonna get mad at me for saying anything that I decide to say. Opinions are not welcome on the internet. I've found that out. Anyway, I just wanted to chat with you guys pretty quick about the phone. My friend Matt, who you may know, Nadeshot, he also got the jet black version. He hasn't put a case on it. It doesn't look too scratched if you look kind of far away, but if you get up close, it's pretty smudgy and a little bit scratched. But for the most part, I think it held up pretty well. My sister got a red case on her black phone and it looks so sweet. Like, I think I need to get a red case. I might actually just order one right now. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. Let me know all of your thoughts about the iPhone 7. Feel free to just rant about how much you think Android is better or whatever. Just whatever. Just go for it. Really, just have at it, guys. This is free range. I'll see you in the comments. Bye. Eddie, go say hi. Make friends, honey. I'm gonna have to set it up, recalibrate, because I haven't recalibrated since New York, so you should definitely calibrate every time you fly, just to be safe.
Nothing is untrue.